Jags have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going against the Bengals, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now the rookie first rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
On second down, here's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
That's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and not have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Marcel Darius breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Dumps it off to Fournette. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Bortles now on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A first half update now from Philadelphia. The Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And the back goes into motion. Second down, Dalton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
Fournette, a first down carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On second down, here's Fournette. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Again, it's Fournette. Room here to run. Fournette, first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On first down, Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better, that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Broncos have taken the early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Dalton throwing on second down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Dalton now to pass. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Here we go now.
Bortles now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions, and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Red zone opportunity. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On the carry, it's Hill. He finds an opening past the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final act of the first half, Dalton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that takes us from second to third down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we hit the halftime break here in... Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Handoff off to Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Another tough one there for Blake Bortles, partner. 2015, led the league in fumbles as a quarterback, had 14 of them. But you just expect that to get better with experience in the league and, of course, better support from his offensive line. In this case, though, he kind of reverted back to that year.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
To throw on second down. Dalton looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals getting set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Halfback sent in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. 1st and 10 for Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw on 2nd down, Dalton. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Eagles have moved out ahead in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Play clock winding down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Dalton, bootlegs out. He'll buy some time right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina, and the Panthers have extended their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
To throw is Bortles. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's a give to Fournette. Muscles him off. And he breaks through another tackle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Rolls to throw on second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually gets... Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Fournette on the counter. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Green 39. Green 39.
Running left, it's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the third down pass falls incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A handoff, Fournette running left, and an alley to run. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And now it's second and goal. Hill to try again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They hand off to their big tight end. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.